tale of the honey badger went from sad to tragic when Tyrann Mathieu was picked up for marijuana possession. In all the outrage about Mathieu and his squandered blessings, the real story was missed. Why in the world would Jordan Jefferson ever come back to Baton Rouge? Look, we all love the place where we went to college, but sometimes that place don't love you back. He should have figured that out the last time he got arrested. And the cops told the world about his 49 pairs of shoes. 49 pairs of shoes screams out, violations, violations, violations. And the police put it in there when he was the starting quarterback. Have you ever seen a police report that talked about how many pairs of shoes somebody had? Now, granted, he was accused of kicking somebody. Like, yo, you know the NCAA is gonna start sniffing, right? They didn't care. They're like, man, Jordan Jefferson. There's more love for General Sherman in Atlanta than there is for Jefferson in Louisiana. I think Jordan Jefferson must have thought it was cool to come back to Baton Rouge because all of a sudden, people appreciate him a little bit more now that Zach Mettenberger looks pretty sorry himself. How else do you explain Jefferson being spotted trying to get through a security gate at an apartment complex and someone calling the cops? You think the maintenance man didn't know who he was? He's like, I think Mettenberger gonna show them that they should have appreciated me a little bit more. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. They gonna hate you forever. You are frozen in time. You are going to be hated from here on out. You on the same island with Chris Sims. Or the fact that someone let him in the gate, meaning that he clearly wasn't a threat, and Bookman still gave up his location. How many times, I can't speak for anybody else, but I have rolled enough bumpers into apartment complexes, I have hopped enough gates and everything else. Not because I was breaking in, because I needed somebody to let me in. This clearly is a man who needs to stay far from campus. So then the guy comes and somebody lets Jordan Jefferson in. Clearly, we no longer have a problem. People forget Jefferson stopped Jared Lee from throwing the first Alabama game away last year. They just remember him stinking it up in the one for the title. If we'd have had Jared Lee in the game, we'd have won the championship. People will say that until the day that they die. Best thing ever happened to Jared Lee? Not getting in that BCS championship game. He threw 2 interceptions in the regular season game for Les Miles was like, oh, no, we ain't about to do this. No, you got this. Jordan, all is forgiven about that fight. And given how mad people were about that, Baton Rouge was the last place he needed to get into a ruckus before going in his pot-smoking friend's apartment to meet the weed man, allegedly. All these stories, anytime somebody gets picked up for smoking weed, they always make it a point to say that it's high grade. Like, would it change anything if it was dirt? That's what I need somebody to tell me. What in the story changes because it's high grade marijuana? What the, like, Wait, would you feel better about it if he was out here smoking headache? Trust me, Mr. Fix-It knew what time it was. Hey, Mathieu should have known better, but he really should have known better than kicking it with Jefferson. Everybody's got that one friend that you gotta be careful, because he'll mess around and get one of us locked up. Because if something bad could happen to him, there were too many people who would love to make sure it did. Now, after getting 3 of his friends arrested, he's got a few less buddies in Baton Rouge. And that might be enough for him to stay away. Hey, see, that's the funniest thing about this is all such a big story in America, right? Oh, Tyrann Mathieu, smoking weed, Jordan Jefferson's like, dog, y'all gotta come get up here in Canada, man. I ain't pissed in a cup yet.